Hi everyone, my name is Laura Webb, and on behalf of the Lynchburg Symphony Orchestra, I want to welcome you and your family to today's performance. I'm here with three of my friends from the Lynchburg Symphony, and we hope to teach you a little bit about music as well as entertain you a little bit today. We are so fortunate to be here today on a grant from the Lynchburg Community Foundation. And we are just so excited to be able to share our music with you. And we want to thank your teachers for sharing the music that the Lynchburg Symphony gets to provide each year with you today. So my friends here with me today are playing different instruments. Miss Coase, Nancy Coase, and I are playing violins. They are the smallest member of the string family. They have 4 strings. All of the instruments we're playing today have 4 strings, but these are the highest ones. It's also the smallest instrument we're playing today. Amy Corbett is playing the viola. You can see the viola looks a lot like the violin, but you can tell it's a little bit bigger. And her viola is even bigger than this viola. And the viola sounds a little bit like the violin, but it's a little lower. Not that nice low C string. And then the very lowest member of the string quartet is the cello. And this is what Teresa Engel is playing today. It is the biggest and the lowest sounding member of a string quartet. We also have a string bass, but we didn't bring one of those with us today. They don't usually play in string quartets. So we're going to take you on a bit of a tour of musical history. We're going to start off with the oldest kind of music and work our way up to music of today. So to start us off, Miss Engel is going to tell us about Baroque music.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Engel. The first musical style that my friends and I are going to be demonstrating for you is called Baroque music. This music is hundreds of years old. It comes from Western Europe. It's a style of music that's very beautiful and intricate and very fancy. One of the most famous Baroque composers is named Johann Sebastian Bach. He came from a big musical family. He had a lot of children himself, and he taught them how to play instruments and write music and read music really well. He was a very good teacher, and he's one of my favorite composers because his music really helps people to become better musicians even today. So we're going to play a piece of music by Johann Sebastian Bach from one of his Brandenburg concertos, and also another piece called La Renaissance by another Baroque composer named George Friedrich Handel. Enjoy!
think that all of the music we're playing for you today is called classical music, but there was actually a time period called the classical era, and it was from 1750 to around 1820. And one of the greatest composers from that time period is someone you might have heard of. He was a child prodigy named Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. And Mozart began writing music when he was only 5 years old. So we're going to play 2 selections from Mozart's piece Eine kleine Nachtmusik. And my guess is that you might have heard one of them before.
Hello, my name is Nancy Coase and I'm the second violinist in our string quartet today. I will be introducing the next piece of music, which was written during the Romantic period. The Romantic period encompasses music written between 1820 and 1900. During that time, the composers experimented with new sounds. Much of the music is filled with great expression and emotion and feelings. Not just of love, like the name might imply, but of other feelings such as sadness, joy, anger, fear, and of course, love. The piece was written, that you're going to hear today, was written by Johannes Brahms. Johannes was born in 1833 in Germany. He became a great composer and he was also a pianist. As the story goes, he had a very good friend who came from Hungary. And his friend was a great gypsy violinist. And when Brahms heard his music, he decided he would compose some songs based on his friend's folk songs from his country. We call this in music nationalism. There was a rise in nationalism in the music that was written. So Brahms wrote this music of his friends down for piano, but today we are going to play an arrangement that's written for string quartet. The piece is called Hungarian Dance No. 5. So listen carefully and see if you can hear the gypsy violinist.
So we've played for you Baroque, classical, and romantic styles of music so far, and we have one more style left, and that's kind of modern music, actually pop music, kind of like you'd hear on the radio. It's one of my favorite things about playing in a string quartet is that we get to play all sorts of different kinds of music. So that means you might recognize some of these last pieces. We're going to play Shut Up and Dance for you by Walk the Moon, and we're going to play See You Again by Charlie Puth. I think you might recognize that one. And then the last thing we'll play for you today is the fiddle tune from the Harry Potter movie, and it's called Harry at Hogwarts. So on behalf of all four of us from the Lynchburg Symphony Orchestra's Educational Quartet, we are so thrilled to have been with you today. Thank you for bringing us into your home during this strange time. We hope to see all of you very soon at a concert by the Lynchburg Symphony. Take care.